Hi children, welcome to Vagdevi's IIT Foundation class. Now in this session, we will learn about distance and displacement. What is distance and what is displacement? See here, so the topic is distance and displacement. Distance is symbolized as with the small s and displacement is symbolized as capital S. So here, this is x-axis, this is origin. Let us suppose that a particle starts its journey from point A and moves like this about this path, that is about point C here, and goes like this and reaches point B. So then what is distance in this case? The length of this path is known as distance. What is that path? It is known as actual path of journey. So because the particle has moved along this path only, so it is known as actual path. The length of actual path is nothing but the distance traveled by the body. Okay, so what is distance? It is defined as the length of actual path. So what is actual path here? ACB is the actual path. So the length of this path is distance. Okay, then what is the displacement? So displacement is defined as the length of straight line drawn from initial point to final point. What is the displacement? It is the length of straight line drawn from initial point to final point. So here direction is important, from where to where the line is drawn. So that's why I have mentioned this one. Simply otherwise I could have tell you like this, no, the shortest distance from initial point to final point. This is also one more definition. Most of the students they will follow this one. If you ask what is the displacement, they will tell the shortest distance between initial and final points. Okay, you can follow this one or this point. It is the length of the straight line drawn from initial point to final point. So here this one reveals both the direction as well as magnitude here, and this does not reveal the direction here. So here see the length of the straight line, yes, drawn from initial point to final point. From where to where we are drawing that line? From here to here. So here direction is stressed. In this definition, direction is stressed. In this definition, direction is not stressed. So what do you think, which is better? This one is better than this one to understand what is displacement. So next one is so what is the displacement here? It is nothing but the length of straight line joining initial and final points, means the length of the straight line AB, the length of this line. Is this actual path? It is not actual path. It is not the actual path on which the particle has traveled or traversed. It is imaginary line we are drawing. It is an imaginary line, and this is actual line. This is imaginary line joining initial to final points, right? So this is actual path and this is not actual path, right? So next one is what about distance? So you know definitions of distance and displacement. Clear? What is the distance? The length of actual path is called as distance. Then what is the displacement? The length of straight line drawn from initial point to final point gives us displacement. Okay, then what you know, while dealing with any physical quantities, how many types of physical quantities are there? Basically there are two types are there. One is a scalar, other one is vector. One more is there, tensor. So but basically there are two physical quantities, scalar and vector. So what is a scalar? A physical quantity which is having only magnitude is known as scalar quantity, whereas a physical quantity which is having both magnitude as well as a direction, it is called as a vector quantity. So in physics we come across several physical quantities. So the physical quantity, either it is a scalar or it is a vector. So we should know what is if this physical quantity is scalar or vector or not. Let us know. What about distance? Is it scalar or vector? Let us check before knowing it. Let us check. What is a scalar quantity? It is having only magnitude but no direction. So let us check here about the distance. What is the definition of distance? It is the length of actual path. So this is the actual path. So this length, it is having some length. So it is having magnitude. So what about direction? Is it having any specific direction here? See, at this position, at this point, what is the direction? In which direction the particle is moving? At this position, in this direction. At this position, in this direction. Here, in this direction. Here, in this direction. Here, in this direction. Here, again in this direction. Here, in this direction. So there is no specific direction at different points along the original path. The directions of motion, they are not same. So we cannot say the particle is moving in a specific direction. It is not having any specific direction. So magnitude is there, but specific direction is not there. So under what category this distance falls? No, this distance is a scalar quantity. This distance is a scalar quantity. So it is a scalar, that is, it has only magnitude but no direction. So what about displacement? See, this definition reveals us it is the length of the straight line. Which straight line? It is the length of the straight line. From where to where we are drawing that one? From A to B, from initial point to final point. See, this is the arrow mark here. This arrow mark is away from initial point and towards final point here. It is away from, see, arrow mark is showing in this direction. Arrow mark is showing in this direction. That means it is away from initial point. It is towards final point. So here, at this point, what is the direction regarding displacement? Rightwards. At this point, rightwards. At this point, rightwards. At this point, rightwards. From initial point to final point, the direction is always constant along this line. So we can say that this displacement is having magnitude or not? It is having magnitude, because this length is having some value, some magnitude. So it is having magnitude. From initial point to final point, it is having a specific direction. So hence we can say that displacement is having magnitude as well as direction, and hence it is a vector quantity. Previously we discussed two important things, that is the definition of distance and displacement, and next if they are scalar quantities or vector quantities. Now let us deal regarding some more important comparisons between distance and displacement. One is which one is greater, or is there any chance both of them can be equal or not? If distance can be less than displacement, we can have all these questions. See, check here, distance is greater than, equal to, or less than displacement. Let us check which is possible here. See, let us take some examples here. See, a particle moves from A to B along this path. So what is the distance curve here? ACB is the distance curve. What is the displacement curve here? AB straight line is the displacement curve. So which is larger here? So it is very clear that ACB is larger than AB. So in this case, distance is greater than displacement. See here, small s for distance and capital S for displacement. Next example here. Suppose the particle moves from A, initial point A to final point B on the straight line along x-axis. In this case, what is actual path here? The straight line joining from initial point to final point B, it itself is the actual path. So what is the distance here? Distance is nothing but the magnitude of the straight line AB, the length of the straight line AB. And what is the displacement? Displacement is also same. It is the length of the straight line joining initial point to final point, that is the same line. So here small s equal to capital S, distance is equal to displacement. So next example here. Suppose if the particle starts from A, moves along the straight line towards B, reaches B and comes back again to C like this. In this case, what is the distance here? See, the length of these two red lines, this one and this one, it is distance. Then what about displacement? It is a straight line, length of the straight line joining initial and final point. See, from A is initial point, C is final point. So AC line gives us displacement. Here it is very clear that distance is greater than displacement. So in this case, the particle starts from initial point A, goes straight away towards B, and again comes back, goes away in this direction, comes back again. So in this case, what is the distance here? Distance is the path length A to B plus B to A. So twice the length of AB path. Then what about displacement? It is the length of the line joining initial and final points. What is initial point? A here. What is final point? A itself. Can you draw any line between the same point here? No. So here displacement is 0. So here also distance is greater than displacement. So next, in this case, particle moves from A to B like this, comes back to reach point C like this. So what is the distance here? This length of this blue line plus length of this blue line. What is the displacement? So this one, A to C. This is the smallest line, no? A to C. So here also distance is greater than displacement. In almost all cases, distance is greater than displacement. So in this case, distance is greater than displacement. Here it is greater than displacement. Here it is greater. Here it is greater. But there is only one exemption here. In this case, distance is equal to displacement. So what is that case? In which case? So when the particle moves in a straight line without changing its direction, in that case only distance is equal to displacement. See here, it is a straight line motion. The particle has not changed its direction from B here. Okay, so from A to B, the direction is unidirection, in one direction, and the motion is along a straight line. So what are the requirements here? For distance to be equal to displacement, the motion must be a straight line. If it is not a straight line, so in this case, see here, it is distance is greater than displacement. If along this straight line, if it does not change its direction, then in that case only distance is equal to displacement. Check here. Here direction changes. It is a motion along a straight line only. But here distance is not equal to displacement. Why? Because here the direction changes. So if the motion is along a straight line without changing direction, then only distance is equal to displacement. Keep that point in mind. In any other case, other than this case, in any other case, distance must be greater than displacement. See here in this case also, starting here, starts at A, goes to B, comes back to A, C like this. So in this case also, distance is greater than displacement. Got it? Just keep that point in mind. So what are two possibilities here? Distance is greater than displacement always and equal to displacement. In one case, it is never, this is possible, it is never less than displacement. Distance is never less than displacement. Next, one more thing, distance is having only positive values, while displacement, it is having positive, negative as well as 0 values. So regarding this one, let us check with some examples in our next session. Okay, let's meet then. Bye.